Cougars, right? Cougars. Wow, wow. And bobcats.
Welcome in, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for joining. We're the Craft Beer Republic. I am Greg. Has everybody checked your watches? Because it's flexi time.
It's time. It's time. It's flexi time.
You know, it's funny you went that direction because I was totally thinking it's clobbering time. We'll see.
Oh, no. I've been watching a lot of wrestling lately, so I just pictured myself with a big, stupid red rubber mask. And
Yeah, no, I'm here for that too.
I went for it. I just hope it wasn't too loud.
No, you nailed the sell. I totally believed it.
I'm not actually Vader, everybody.
Oh, shit.
No, yeah. He's
I was
dead.
confused. Everyone's like, what the fuck are they talking about? And the normal person who has no idea what's happening in the room is Toppers herself.
Oh, it's me again.
Guess who's back?
And guess who has nothing clever to say again?
Neither do I. I mean, 2 weeks in a row, I've got nothing. I mean, every week in a row. I've got
And I
nothing,
had like
so.
extra time to think about it too, and just
I was distracting you.
That's right. This whole time, I thought that you guys were keeping me around, but it's. I feel like it's the opposite. I'm just keeping you guys around.
Yeah.
I might have one.
Because you're good looking.
Because I'm gonna go off yours from last week. Roses are red, violets are blue. I'm ice cold beer, and I'm here for you.
Oh, nailed it.
Hey-o.
Mic drop.
Thank you.
And I'm drunk.
Coming in with a flexi piggyback.
Heyo.
Well, anyways, thanks everyone for listening. Thanks for joining. If you're on the webs, it's craftbeerrepublic.com. If you're on the socials, Craft Beer Republic. Flex me a beer with underscores in between, or ice cold, COLE beer with underscores after each one, just to keep you guessing. If you're doing a little shopping at our favorite spot, Tavor, don't forget to use that promo code Unfiltered. Get you a few bucks off your first purchase. We have a lot to get to. A lot of drinking I did over the weekend that I can't wait to tell you about. That'll surprise everybody.
Can't wait to hear about it. Come on.
some booze news, of course, a ludicrous libation law, and many, many more. But I think we should start things off with a little bit of a hydration session. I hope the neighbors can see us dancing. We are drinking, Coley and I, Radiant Beer collaboration with the aforementioned Topa Topa from a couple weeks ago. It's called Am I Even Kölsch? It's 5.4%, has a 3.82 on Untapped. They say for our second collaboration brewed at Radiant Beer Company, we got creative with one of our favorite coastal California teams. The humans and pups of Topa Topa Brewing Company shared a positive outlook and mission, brew fantastic beers, and also make us laugh just way too hard. We synchronized our good vibes to create a style-defying beer that encompasses many of our favorite things. A hoppy ale, a crisp Kolsch, a dark lager. Am I Even Kölsch? Is a double dry hopped lager, ale-ish thing, that is very dark in color, while beaming with bright tropical hop notes and well-balanced with assertive bitterness. If you're a fan of black IPAs, this mind meld hits the mark while keeping the ABV low enough to make it a perfect outdoor adventure companion. Sapphire, Strata, and CTZ Cryo provide plentiful fruit-forward notes of peach, I don't know what rambutan?
Rambutan.
What the hell is rambutan?
It looks like a lychee nut, but it's got tentacles. Like it's got like a bunch of little hairy things coming off it.
Oh, count me in. Roasty malts contribute flavors akin to a shot of extra strength cold brew. Coffee with flavors of chicory, chocolate, and orange shining through. That was a lot to read through. This really reminds me, kind of like they said, of a black IPA, like a chocolate IPA. It reminds me of, this is going back a few years ago, but one of Stone's Enjoy By releases for Valentine's Day was a chocolate IPA.
Okay.
And I actually, like, it sounded weird as fuck. Really, really enjoyed it. It's probably one of my favorite Enjoy Bys of all time because it was so unique and really good. This reminds me a lot of that. You get that chocolate on the nose, a little bit of bitterness on the nose as well.
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of like a Imperial Red. Are those the ones that are a little bit more bitter?
Like a hoppier
red ale? I don't know.
Malty. Those are real malty.
I think it's really interesting. I like dark lagers.
Yeah.
So I think the notes in dark lagers really come out in this beer. So I think that's why I'm in. Maybe a little bit of the Kolsch part, like where you like with the malt, maybe, or what did you say, the yeast?
Yeah, they probably used the Kolsch yeast on it. Yeah, I definitely get up front. It kind of starts off with that like Czech dark lager feeling, a Nighthawk or K17 if you're local to us. The finish on it is where the hoppiness really shines through for me. I do get some citrus and some orange. I still get a little bit of chocolate from the darker malts, but really finishes hoppy and dry, and is, like they said, it is also crisp like a Kolsch. It's very interesting. I guess that's why they called it Am I Even Kölsch? I ordered it for my wife, because both those breweries are amazing, and
she loves Kolsch's.
She loves Kolsch's. Thank you for helping out my slow
No
brain
problem.
there.
I knew what you were thinking of.
Words
are hard. Need another beer. And when she first, like, I poured it for her, and she's like, "What is this?" I was like, "It's a collab." She goes, "But it's dark." And I was like, "I know." And she was a little weirded out at it at first. It took her a hot minute to adjust because she was expecting a Kolsch, and this is not at all a Kolsch, but it is fun and unique and really different.
I'm beer for it.
I'm definitely beer for it.
I enjoy it. I really think it's a great beer.
I like it.
I would crush a few of these.
Yeah, I would say it's delishable. And I actually like it a little bit more as it warms up a tad. You get a little more of that chocolate out of it, I think. A little bit more of the orange, too. So, very good. I always love what Radiant and Topa Topa are putting out. So, the fact that they were able to get together and make a nice little love child.
Yeah, thank you for sharing this one with me.
Absolutely.
It's really unique, and it's really good.
Yeah, I wish I had more.
I like the fun stuff. I don't know, this is really fun.
This is fun. It's different. And it's
I'm over here. I'm all jealous. You guys drinking this fun stuff together. I'm like, wow, this sounds like a really unique, fun beer. Fuck me, you know? Like,
well, if you lived closer.
Sorry, bud.
I know.
Come on. We have the best weather because we have no weather.
Yeah.
No weather, weatherless California. One day I will make it out there.
Yeah, we talked about it last week. Pretty soon we're going to have that truly hard seltzer tap room. So come on out.
You know what? I think
screaming for you.
I think I'm going to get VIP for that, actually.
They're going to invite you out.
We actually have a surprise for you.
Look, we are going to get you onto seltzers. It is our goal to get you into seltzers. VIP.
We got you tickets for opening day.
Yeah.
That's the surprise.
In fact, here's Mr. Coach himself to tell you all about it.
What a horrible surprise.
You are accurate, my friend. Yeah, that would be fun. My one of my favorite things ever was I sent Allie and Callie a beer package once, and in there I put in a Truly because she never at that point had seltzer, and so I just put a Truly in there as a complete joke. And like she posted on the gram, like, "Hey, thanks to Greg for sending these beers down here." And like the Truly was in the photo, and
that's hilarious.
Yeah, and she was all like, "Yeah, thanks so much." Blah, blah. So I had a DM her on the side. Was like, the Truly was a joke, right? She's like, "Oh, thank God! I was wondering why you sent me this." I was like, "It's because you said you never had it. It was totally a joke." So that was a good time.
She's like, "Thanks for the craft seltzer."
Yeah,
right.
Great, awesome.
And to top it off, it was my least favorite flavor. I hate their pineapple. So I just dumped a pineapple on her, and she's like, "Thanks for this." I'm like, "It was a joke."
I'm the one that usually drinks the pineapples out of your fridge. I enjoy those.
You and my sister, you guys help clean out the pineapples.
Well, pineapple also makes your tongue swell. So, I mean, there's that factor.
Yeah.
Whether or not you hate the flavor, it hates you back.
Yeah, I think this seltzer's okay. Like they're fake enough to where it doesn't.
Sure.
Or the alcohol kills the germs. I don't. But yes, lots to get to. We, as I mentioned last week, we got some new merch up in our store. Head over to craftbeerrepublic.com. Click on the old store at the top there. We got some Stay Hydrated stuff, some Drink Local stuff. Look, I've done one for California and for Wisconsin so far. If there's one that you want, if there's a state you want, let me know, and I'll get working on it. And,
ooh, fancy.
Yeah.
States by request.
I was like, I could do a bunch of states. I was like, I don't know who wants what. I was like, if people want it and they're willing to pay for, a shirt, I'll put a little time in there. Maybe, Vanessa wants Florida or Melissa wants in New York. Just let me know. I'll throw them in the store.
Yeah, right on. I like that custom work.
America's Wang, Florida.
Exactly.
We got the Wisco Kid and we got America's Wang.
I should put the mustache, like put just a mustache on the Florida one. So it's like, just Florida man shirt. Anyways, also, I wanted to talk about my anniversary trip over the weekend. I always like to share when I do lots of researching.
Yeah, let's hear it. I like your near research.
Thanks. So last weekend was the wife and I's 2-year wedding anniversary.
Congratulations, by the way.
You,
Great wedding.
Big congrats.
The beer was
top notch. The people were even better, but the beer was top notch.
Speeches were a bit long, but the beer was good. Inside joke. Had to be there. Anyway, so we went up to Santa Margarita, which if you know California at all, it's basically Paso Robles and a little southeast, like 20-ish minutes southeast of Paso. We stayed on basically a ranch. We were in the Buffalo Bungalow, and I shit you not, when we woke up, you woke up in the morning, you look out your back door, there were buffalo grazing right behind our little house.
Did you sing that song?
Which song? Buffalo Soldier?
No.
Stop, hey, what's that sound? Everybody
no, not by Buffalo Springfield. The one that's like, oh, give me
Home on the Range?
Home on the Range. There we go. Where
you know
the
what's
buffalo
funny?
roam.
We did. I shit you not. We were talking about that song because I think somebody said Buffalo and it kind of came up. And then we couldn't figure out the lyrics. And then we could figure out the lyrics, but we had them like all in the wrong order.
Yeah, why am I having a hard time?
It was surprisingly hard to figure out the lyrics of that song.
Oh, give me a home where the buffalo roam.
And the skies are not cloudy all day.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but we couldn't come up with the right order. And so we didn't have a reception there. We couldn't Google it. So like
how frustrating.
That night when we kind of went to town for dinner, that sounds dirty, went into town for dinner, we Googled it and were like, oh, this is how it is. But anyway, so the ranch had buffalo, it had pigs and sheep and zonkies.
My personal favorite. I got to see pictures. They're zebra donkeys and they're adorable.
Yeah, they bred the zebras and
like
the donkeys.
Actual zebra donkeys?
Yeah, like donkeys with stripes.
Hybrids, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. And some have more stripes than others. Like some just look more donkey and some look more hybridy. But yeah, they're all zonkies.
My mind is blown.
Yeah.
I want one. I'm like, you guys didn't steal one? The small one would fit in the back of an SUV. Like,
That's
come
true.
on.
That was very not thoughtful of us. Real rude. Chickens. We got fresh eggs. We got to go pick fresh eggs and like make breakfast and fresh vegetables from our garden. Yeah, and cows. And we bought some, like they make their own meats and sausages. And I guess they don't make meat. I
was going to say they make their own meat.
Well, we
put a little of this in there. We put a little of that in there. And that's what we call meat.
They feed them, they water them, and then they kill them and send them out for sausage.
Yeah, I tried to not think of the last part. But yeah, they do, and they work with a local butcher and all that stuff. It's really fun. But anyways, on to the alcohol part of the trip. Since we didn't have a reception, like we were talking to the owner of the house, and like any good wineries around here, it's Paso, there's tons of wineries. And so she recommended one. We went, they're great. We bought a couple bottles. Turns out the guy used to work where I grew up, and just down the road from here. So we're like, oh, have you been here? And have you been here? And like, we're, having basically like comparing war stories about getting drunk at places and telling him he needs to get his wine into Wade's Wine.
Oh, yes. Wade's great place.
Yeah. So we went there, and we went to, and that was called Shadow Run. We went to Cass Winery, which is kind of down the street from there. They're a little bigger. So we had lunch there, had quite the tasting. The guy who was like serving / pouring, he was funny. He kept coming out and was like, what do you want to revisit? And so as long as he was asking, we were revisiting.
This one and this one.
And then we said we wanted to buy a couple bottles of one of the wines. So then he just came out and kept pouring us full glasses of the ones we... Yeah, he's like, oh, a little sample for the road. It's like, someone's going to drive on this road.
Well, isn't...
Did you tell him it was your anniversary?
No, we didn't say anything.
Wow. I was going to say, isn't liquor to go? Like, it's still legit, right?
Oh, yeah, we didn't have to. He just kept pouring us glasses. We kept sitting there. And finally, I was like, all right, thanks, man. We got to go. He's like, oh, a little more for the road. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? We got water.
Yeah, he actually gets you like a plastic cup with a cover and a straw, which is full of
That's
wine.
What I was thinking.
It'd be great. It comes out like a Tommy Tippy cup. And like, here you go, bud.
You don't want to spill this. The wine stains.
Oh, God. I actually drank beer out of a straw when I was making wine at my boss's house a couple weeks ago.
That's super gross.
Because you have to like use your hands to squish the grapes. They're like in these tubs. And obviously we're not using our feet, thank God, because feet are fucking disgusting.
Mm-hmm.
Feet are feet, man. Everyone's born with them. Goddamn. What's the deal with feet? I don't get it.
I don't know. I don't know.
Flex talk right there.
Well, I was squishing grapes for seriously like 3 hours. There's so many like hundreds of pounds of grapes.
My buddy's parents did their own wine too. And
that's
I helped
crazy.
Them once. And it was a whole day, and like all we got was a fucking like one bottle after a day. Of
yeah, they get like I think he gets about 200, 250 bottles, but
yeah,
which is still not a lot. But
yeah, they get like a couple cases worth basically.
Yeah, it's not too much.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was parched. I was doing a lot of work, and my coworkers were real sweet, and they put a straw in a beer, and they would hold it for me, and I'd flip my beer, and I'd go, okay, done.
Did you get the old please,
all right,
sir?
Peasants, I'm thirsty.
Hey, I was doing all the work, and they weren't, so.
Her Highness is thirsty.
I'm an assistant, so they were actually assisting me.
I've never gotten to do anything like that. That's super cool.
It is really cool. My boss is actually like really awesome and really generous on certain things. So sorry, not to take away from your story. Continue with your 16,000 pours at Cass Winery.
Well, I will say I did drink beer out of a straw once because I was wearing a costume. I was wearing my Hulk Hogan costume, which obviously I had the mustache. Like glued on.
Sure.
And every time I took a drink of my beer, it was like the mustache was starting to come off and like the glue was coming off. So I was like, fuck, I guess I need a straw. And this was like back in my early 20s. So I'm sitting there drinking like Bud Lights out of a straw.
Oh, Barf City.
So bad. So bad.
You just go to your buddy, you're like, look, brother, if I keep putting this can of beer to my face, brother, my mustache is going to fall off, brother. I need a straw. Can you do that for me, brother?
Take your beers and say your prayers, brother.
Oh my God.
I just sincerely hope that the conversation sounded something like that.
It sounded exactly like that. when dressed as Hulk Hogan, you can't talk like a normal person. I think it's against the law.
Well, every other word is brother.
Brother.
Amen, brother.
Yeah. Even like if I'm going to the cooler for a new beer, it's like, what you gonna do when I run wild on you? Whatever. So.
Your buddy asks if you need another beer, and you just give him the hard point, like you're hulking up.
You
guys are hilarious.
At one point, like you look like you're passed out on the ground, and you get up and you start shaking and hulking up, and giving someone a leg drop, and
sweat flying everywhere.
But like if you were dressed up as the Macho Man, you couldn't not walk around talking like this.
Oh yeah.
Which I feel like I'm gonna
you need
pop
another
a blood
beer?
vessel.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly how it would be.
I can't stop laughing.
You have to do the voice whenever you're dressed up. And like we're talking about dressing up as turtles for Halloween.
Yeah, we're gonna be Ninja Turtles for Halloween.
So we're gonna have to get that voice down.
Yeah, just to relate back to the wrestling, Greg, real quick. I had a buddy who went as a really shitty hacksaw Jim Duggan for Halloween one year. Like a really shitty one.
Hey-o!
And the entire night he just like was biting his lip, giving the big thumbs up, and then just would randomly go, hey-o!
Start chanting USA.
Yeah, and it was one of the best Halloween parties I was ever at, and that was part. That was a big part of it.
Oh, now I want to dress up as Dugan. That'd be so good. What a great idea. Well, you saw the videos he did for Melvin Brewing, right? A few years ago?
No, I didn't.
When Melvin came out with the beer called 2x4, he did their social media videos.
No kidding.
Yeah. He got it in and he's like, 2x4, 2x4. Oh! Oh, so good. Look those up. They're on YouTube.
Fun fact, first ever Royal Rumble winner. Go on.
Is he?
Yeah, first ever.
I thought it was Ric Flair.
No, he was number 2.
Good. Number 2.
Number
Nice.
2.
Yeah. My apologies, everyone else.
My apologies, hacksaw Jim Duggan.
That too, yeah.
Fans.
I mean, you guys, I was crying from laughing so hard because you guys fell down this really cute rabbit hole. It's the cutest rabbit hole I've ever seen, and you just
I can't help it. He's so cute.
It's so funny.
He's so cute. You can't help it.
Oh
yeah,
man,
it's a smile.
Good times.
Yeah.
All right, so Greg, your
where
anniversary
was
trip.
I? Oh yeah,
Good Lord, talking about rabbit holes.
Yeah, Hammered at Cass. That's where we were. Made our way into Paso proper, downtown, and we tried one place. I will leave their name out because they were not fantastic, but nice people working there. And then we ended up having dinner, thanks to the commish, actually.
Fish Gaucho?
No.
Oh.
No. I've actually eaten there before. He likes this place called The Backyard. And it's like an outdoor beer garden, not the back door, the backyard.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. God,
Yeah.
I gave you a look like,
You did. You were like,
hey-o.
I was like, no.
That's why
that
she was
later.
confused.
Yeah. No, the backyard, it's like an outdoor beer and wine garden. You go to one place for your food, another place for your drinks, and it's actually
Very
really cool.
cool.
It was nice being outdoor. Like, they opened pre-COVID, but it's like the perfect COVID spot. They only have outdoor seating.
Awesome.
So it was really good, and we ate there, and we went back to where we were staying, had a few more beverages, and
Like you do.
as you do. Then the next day we were on our way back, so we stopped at There Does Not Exist in Slow, had a few beverages there, brought back a crowler, and then we stopped at Firestone in Buellton, had Barrel Works. That was hard for me to come up with, and it was okay.
Yeah, you said there wasn't like a lot really that was fun to drink
Yeah.
or take home.
I mean, look, we're not one to talk shit about Firestone. We love Firestone, except for Dark and Stormy. And we just had a bunch of tasters, and there was just nothing great.
Okay.
To be fair, we stayed away from the barrel aged stuff because we were driving. But like, they had this new tiki one. It was like kind of ballast.
Oh, you said it was like the
pointy and-
Tiki Mind Haze or
Yeah,
something?
it's like, oh, it was really fruity and not my jam. So
Well, and they didn't even have like good stuff, like I'm sure like even bottled, because your lovely
Yeah.
wife texted me if I wanted anything since you guys were headed there. And I was like, you know what? Surprise me. Like if there's something good that you guys see and you're getting yourself one or you just think that we'll like it, just grab it. Like I'm usually not disappointed, whether barrel aged sours or anything. But
yeah. I mean,
yeah.
they had some of the bottled, like especially the stuff we're getting in the Brewmasters collection.
Yeah.
Had a bunch of that stuff, but we have most of it already.
Mhm.
And then their normal fridge. I was hoping for something special or different, or even like a Firestone Lager 12-pack. I
Mhm.
love their lager, and they never have it. Wasn't there, so we left without anything. It was a little disappointing for a Firestone trip. Still love them, but not the best experience there. It was just fine. Like I had a couple of cores. It's like you can never go wrong with a DBA. It's a classic, and
Sure.
I like Double Mine Haze. It's a great beer. But nothing. They're spin-offs, or not spin-offs, but like they're proprietary. What do they call it? The stuff they
Propagator?
do. Propagated proprietary.
I was like, I knew where you're going with that. I just want to make sure. The
Yeah.
one it's like more their Venice Beach.
Yeah, the Venice one. Their propagator stuff just was like, man, it's okay. Usually it's really, really good. So not to shit on Firestone. But anyways, and then we came home and stopped in at Naughty Pine and had a couple beers. A lot of drinking that weekend. Definitely strapped a couple on.
That's what anniversaries are for.
Yeah.
Sounds like a hell of a weekend.
Yeah, it's good times. A lot
There's
of
so
lot of
much
drinking.
beer.
And the Zonkies. Come on, guys.
Zonkies, yeah.
Come on. They are so freaking cute. You got to post a picture
Yeah,
Should I?
of the Zonkies. Like,
I need to see these bad boys.
yeah, they're
Yeah.
real cute. You should post it when you post this.
Okay, I think the wife has a video even. Let's see if I can get that
OMG.
posted. I think she has a video that's
so cute.
And we brought Marty the brew pub with us, and like we went up to the pig pen, which was ginormous. Like they had all this space to roam and all this mud, and we were feeding them. She was like, whatever vegetables, like if they're a little too ripe or if you just don't eat them, throw them in the pigs. That's how we feed them. So we were feeding the pigs, and Marty and one of the other pigs got like snout to snout, and they were just checking each other out.
How cute.
It was really fun.
Yeah, that's adorable. And that was after you picked the meat from the meat field, right?
It was after I got done eating bacon.
You
Yeah.
picked the bacon off the bacon bush.
Yeah. Bacon bush.
Ooh, babe,
Ooh.
the bacon's fresh. Let's go. Let's
Yeah.
get some off the bacon bush.
Nickname in high school, Bacon Bush. Too far. Always
Bacon Bush or 70s porn star.
Oh god. So anyways, you guys do any good drinking over the weekend? Any good researching?
I actually did a little bit of research.
Mm.
Been trying to get myself out a little bit more now. My kids are in school, so it
Oh,
gives me
yeah.
a little bit of free time
God
now.
bless.
It's the best. So I actually had a really unique beer over at Eagle Park Brewing. I know I talk about them on the show every now and then.
Weekly.
Yeah, every now and then, Greg. Come on. You do interviews, sometimes, so you don't hear about them then.
Those are the
anyway.
weeks you don't hear about them.
It was a sour IPA called Smashing Plums, and it was actually an IPA brewed with lager yeast.
They
And then,
should have named it Smashing Plumpkins.
Oh, that'd
Yeah,
been so good.
that would have been so good. We got to talk to
Right?
these guys.
Sorry,
Uh,
I'm sorry.
What's their phone number?
I agree with you. So it was brewed with lager yeast, mosaic hops, and then conditioned on plums. And it was just
Oh.
one of the most refreshing beers that I've had in recent time.
Sounds
and then over at the Flexplorium Brew Pub, as I like to call it,
You should have a table. It's called the Flexporium.
I know. I just want to talk to him about it one day. Just be like, can we just put like an FL in front of the sign one day? But I had to stop back there to get one of their recent New Englands with a Triumph hop. I've never heard of that. The Triumph hop, and
I don't know that I've had that one.
No, I've never even heard of it. And but the beer blew me away the first time I had it, so I had to stop back there and make sure I got some wings and another one of those. So
Flexi wants wingy.
Had to do proper research with the wings, and
I tell everybody I know who goes to this place, I believe they have the best wings around in the Milwaukee area. And they finally actually put it in their menu that they say they have the best wings in Milwaukee. So,
that's funny.
So I'm super psyched about it because I think they are just amazing.
Well, and it's funny. We have this conversation all the time. There's a place out here called Fig Mountain that, let's not sugarcoat anything. They don't have the best beer around. It's fine. It's not,
good.
Like,
it's good. It's not great.
Yeah,
it's good. It's solid.
It's like, it's serviceable. No one's going just for the beer.
No.
But they enjoy the beer. Once you're there.
Unless it's their new Agua Santa Negra, that beer, I am a huge fan.
I haven't had that one, I don't think. Their new...
their hazy
what's
pale.
The waterfall something?
I don't remember.
Like white waterfalls?
Their hazy pale. White Caps.
White Caps.
Oh.
That's a really good one.
Also delicious. They've really stepped it up.
Seems like they have.
But sounds like they have some decent beer.
No,
here's the thing: they're not
two.
drain pours. I'm just saying they're just fine. It's kind of like a BJ's type of thing where like it's food and beer.
BJ's are always good.
BJ's are better than fine.
Yeah.
Better than bad. They're good.
Yeah, I would say
who doesn't love BJ's?
Yeah.
They're the best.
BJ's restaurant.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, thanks for God. I got so confused for a second.
That's what I was talking about.
Yes, when BJ's are on the menu, it's a good night. Anyways, not to just shit on Fig Mountain the entire
All you can
time.
eat.
Yeah, but the one thing we talked, and I've talked about this with a couple of local brewers as well. The beer is what it is. It's fine. But the wings, on the other hand,
best wings on this side of the coast.
it's got to be, and they are so fucking good.
SoCal best. They're crispy.
Yeah,
I hate like soggy skinned wings.
Yeah,
like
those
where
are the
skin
worst.
Yeah,
Where
and
you
they're
just feel like
the
you're
sauce
chewing
makes it-
fat.
And I can't. It.
but they're crispy, but they're also not breaded. Like they've managed to keep it crispy,
Almost like an air fryer crisp.
yeah, kinda.
So good.
That's how these wings are. That's exactly how these wings are.
We need to have a wing off.
And
Don't
then
you wish we could like send our wings there and they wouldn't spoil?
Vice versa, yeah.
Golden belly.
we just have to invent teleportation, and then we're there.
Let's work on that. But yeah, wings.
Wings.
Love 'em.
Delicious.
Delicious. So good research over there?
Oh, great research. The best.
Glad to hear it.
All I did, I made wine, like I talked about.
Right, you
I
made
made some wine. I was served some, I think it was Mine Haze, some Firestone beer. It might have been the Propagator one, actually, one of their new ones in cans. I was served through a straw while I was making the wine. Made some
fanned with
awesome
palm
cocktails,
leaves?
actually. I made my first dirty martini, like myself.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
usually make them myself. I like gin.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember.
was-
Yes, I commented on this.
It was
dirty
delicious.
gins for the win.
Yeah, that's right. Dirty gins for the win. Extra olive juice, extra dirty.
Ooh.
Yes, absolutely.
So good, you guys. I had a really great weekend. My boss's property is like in the middle of goddamn nowhere. like Bakersfield is like the armpit of California.
Yeah, it's gross.
And it's like in 45 minutes inland from Bakersfield.
Oh my God.
It is like a
It's like
good
knocking on Nevada's door or something.
it's a good like 40 miles inland from there's nothing out there.
No. Except for wine and cocktails.
Beer
Beer and straw.
Beer.
and bears and
Bears.
deer.
That's scary as hell.
Cougars, right? Cougars. Wow. And bobcats.
Were the cougars in the house or out of the house?
They were out of the house.
Ew.
Bears outside, cougars inside.
Yeah, that
Stage four.
sounds like a super scary, cool but scary place to be.
Oh, my boss he has firearms too, so there's nothing to like worry about.
Oh, okay.
I've shot a bear shot in the middle of the night to scare them away. He's like had me do it. It was cool.
That is pretty
Just a
cool.
loud round to scare them.
Yeah,
Just like
yeah,
a blank, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. All right, before we move on to our next beer, ludicrous libation laws. This week comes from Ohio. In Ohio, state law prohibits giving alcohol to a fish to the point of intoxication. Yep.
Because
yeah.
you feed your fish beer.
I guess you can only give them enough to buzz them, but not
You know what, Nicole? Can I just touch on this for 1 second?
I would love you
please,
to.
please
I feel like
does.
I'm in the dark.
So I have a little fish story here.
You swallowed it
Oh,
whole.
I can't wait.
And then
No,
you vomited it back
so-
up, and it lived, and you kept it as a pet.
You know when you take your kids to, stupid carnivals and stuff like
Sure.
that, and they win goldfish, and then they basically just die like 3 to 7 days later?
Yep.
That's a long time.
Yeah, 7 days. is
Exactly,
good.
right? So my kids, we took them to a stupid 4th of July festival this year, and on July 2nd, they had won 2 goldfish. You pay money to get the hoop around the bottles, and they didn't get them,
Mhm.
but you get a ticket for the goldfish anyway, so I don't understand how that works. Regardless.
They're just trying to get rid of goldfish.
Like, these fuckers are going to die in a day.
We
Take them home.
We get home, we put said goldfish in separate fish bowls,
Mhm.
wake up the next morning, one's already dead, the other's still going. It has been over 3 months now, and that guy is still trucking.
Wow.
I've grown very fond of this goldfish.
Oh, no.
He's like my best friend.
What's his name?
I don't even have a name for him. He's just like, I call him a survivor. Like that's all he is. He is a survivor. Like he is in
Like
a
a Destiny Child song.
he is in an unfiltered tank that we just switch just switch the water out in.
Mhm.
And this fucking guy has grown like 3 times the size of what we got
Holy
him as.
shit.
I was just going to say they grow to this size of their tank.
Yes. And
Mhm.
like I am just like all in on this. I've fallen in love. He has my heart. So every time I pour a beer, I think to myself, what if you just put like a drop of beer in the tank today, right? Like 1 drop of beer in the tank every day for a week, right? And then the next week you do 2 drops of beer in the tank.
Trying to build up tolerance.
Trying to build up tolerance so he could really be my best friend and my best drinking buddy.
When you're the best of friends.
I can't believe you thought about that.
Yeah. Oh, well, that turns out that I'm insane.
Well, and luckily you're not in Ohio, so you wouldn't be arrested.
That's
for it.
very true.
Yes. So I'm actually glad to know that this is only an Ohio state law
Yes.
and not. I will never go through with this, but the
Wink,
fact
wink,
of
wink.
feeding my fish a couple drops of beer has definitely crossed my mind, and I just wanted to
Well,
let
I
you guys
want-
know that.
I want you to know that I got goldfish. They were a centerpiece of a wedding of my parents' friends when I was like 9. And I begged my parents to like let me take them home. And of course the people were like, please fucking take them.
Yeah.
We have like 20
us a
tables,
favor.
2 fish on each table. We have 40
200
fish.
goldfish.
So I took them home. They were fantails. Those fucking fish lived 9 and 10 years.
Holy
That's
shit.
Nine
awesome.
and 10 years. And
My
it-
fingers are crossed for this guy.
I hope so. I'm rooting for you.
I'm gonna
shed
shed some tears when he goes belly up. I really am. This guy, he's the best.
Yeah, in high school, I was with my high school girlfriend. We went to a little carnival fair thing and did the same thing. You played a game, you got goldfish. And I got this guy and I didn't realize it. Like I just brought him home. I was like, he's going to die in a day. So I just put him like literally in a mug with some water. It was like, he's going to die in a day. Well, he didn't die in a day. He didn't die in a week. And I'm looking at him and he looks like he's on the verge of death. Like he's slow and things aren't looking good. And then I noticed there's like this little, and I don't know what it was, a bone, a twig. There was something sticking out of like his belly region. And I was like, well, he looks like he's on the verge of death. So I am going to get some tweezers and I'm going to yank whatever that is. And if I kill him, I've done him a favor because he looks like he's suffering. And if I save him, then I've done him a favor and I'll get him a bigger bowl or something. So sure enough, I got some tweezers. I don't know how. It was pretty tricky, but I grabbed onto that, whatever that was, and I just gave it a yank and out it came. And he bled a little bit and then lived for like 2 years.
Nice.
No way.
It was insane. I don't know. He should not have lived. And like I said, I don't know what was sticking out of him, but whatever I did, the surgery worked.
Dr. Jones over here.
Yeah, it was so weird. And it was so gross looking too. It was like this little twig looking thing sticking out of his belly. I can only imagine it was a bone. Like what the fuck else would it be?
Super gross. But goldfish are crazy because I've seen stories about people just like when they get rid of their goldfish, they'll just like throw them in a lake.
Yeah, they
And
get huge.
And then years later, you find like this frying pan sized goldfish
dinner
like
served
on the rocks or like on the shore, and you're just like, holy cow! Like these guys know how to do it right.
Yeah,
And they love dirty water, to be honest.
No,
As
they
long as
don't.
as long as it's aerated.
They don't. They're the dirtiest fish around, and they need like a filter to filter out the dirt because
I mean, I had filter and aerator, but
yeah, they're just like they're just like a trash bag of a fish.
that's so freaking funny.
goddamn goldfish.
So I think if they can become tolerant to the shit in the water, I mean they're good to go.
They can become tolerant to beer then too.
Exactly. that was actually my thought process.
Little couple of drops at a time.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
We shall see. All right, before we move on to some news, let's make a call to the pen.
He calls to the bullpen for
beer.
Finally, a shorter description. We are now drinking Wild Sparrow, a hazy IPA from Pure Project Brewing in San Diego.
Nice.
6.5%, has a 414 and Untapped. They say cloudy pale ale in color with a fluffy white head. This fruit-forward, murky IPA was dry hopped with heaps of mosaic, motica, and I don't even. This is a new one for me. Waitai, Waitai, Waiti,
Yes.
Waiti.
Waiti.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why titty? I don't know.
There's always an answer for titty.
Mm.
Not why.
Ew.
Essence of guava, lychee, and jasmine waft from the glass and mingle with notes of pineapple, cantaloupe, and sweet citrus on the palate. Stick
Wow.
that schnoz in there.
It smells incredible.
Ooh, I do get like some melony, cantaloupe, pineapple-y smells.
I taste the cantaloupe and the melon.
Yeah, the old tongue jobbers give me a little more tropical, like a little more on like the pineapple side,
Mm-hmm.
with like a hint of melon. And man, this is juicy AF.
It is really good. And it finishes really clean. It doesn't tickle my tongue, and it doesn't linger. It
Does its job and gets the fuck out.
yes.
This is feed me more.
Seymour. Feed me Seymour.
Yeah, this is good. This is surprisingly crushable for a hazy. Sometimes
Yeah.
you can get a little thick, and this is not. This is hazy, not chunky.
And only 6.5% too.
Only
I
6.5. This could, put down a few of these.
a couple, yeah. Well,
I'm digging this. Yeah, a lot
put
of
down 3,
tropical.
get yourself a hell of a buzz.
Yeah, very tropical, very juicy. This is a nice little surprise. I subscribed to the Pure subscription box.
Smart move, my friend.
Oh.
Smart move. And tell everybody how quickly you received
Oh my God.
it.
I got an email Thursday morning that says, we have a new subscription thing. Just like Humble C or whoever else that's doing them out here. And I hummed and hawed and I messaged you. I was like, should I do it? And you're always, a great influence.
I'm a hype person.
Yeah.
All right. I will be your hype girl.
Those are
Yeah.
the best kind of people.
Should I do it? Absolutely.
Yeah, she's like hitting the air horn and everything. Brr, 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 Pure Project. So I did it. I ordered it at like 11 a.m. and within 24 hours, I had the shipment at my door.
Holy
It
shit.
was awesome.
Yeah, I saw them Saturday,
Mhm.
and
Brought some over.
Yeah, and he said, "Oh yeah, we
Did it.
got it already." I was like, "What?"
Yeah. Pure Project. Check them out if you're in California. Deb sent me this one. Our friend Deb, One Hop Mess on the gram, sent me this story.
Love her.
Me too. A 103-year-old woman celebrates beating COVID with an ice cold beer.
Didn't she chug it?
She should.
I hope she chugged it.
I thought she chugged it.
The story I read did not mention chugging. In fact, here's the story. A 103-year-old Massachusetts woman who recovered from COVID-19 celebrated with a favorite drink, a cold beer. When Jenny Stena tested positive for coronavirus, her family began preparing for the worst.
Oh God.
Well, she's 103.
Well, she's 103,
At what-
yeah.
At one point, her family was told that she had stopped eating and drinking and might not make it through the night. They called her for one last goodbye. But instead of a grim phone call from her nurse, they received the news that she had tested negative and was symptom-free. The nurse came into her room and said, "I'm not sick anymore. Get the hell out."
She's feisty.
She is. The nursing home staff honored her perseverance with one of her favorite treats, an ice cold beer. Unfortunately, it was a Bud Light. I would be happy to send her something a little better.
Well, cheers to Jenny, whatever her name is. Good for her.
Yeah. Good news for us lazy drunks. DoorDash is expanding its offerings and will now be doing alcohol delivery.
I hope it's cheaper than Drizzly.
Oh my God.
And is it nationwide, like state by state, or do they still have to go off rules and regulations?
So they said they had to like work with individual states to like, pass or be okayed. But I did not get a list of states.
Okay.
Oh, so like, let's say you order from Yolanda's Mexican food restaurant,
Yep.
DoorDash, you could only order food, not drinks to go.
Apparently, I didn't realize that.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I've never done it because it's so close to my house. I'm like, who's this lazy fuck? I can't drive there and get some food and some drinks? Come
Right.
on now.
Exactly. So now
Okay.
we can be those lazy fucks and get food and drinks. Now.
Well, don't tempt me with a good time.
Same.
And then-
Margaritas to go are bad news. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, it's the best news. Are you kidding me?
It's the best kind of bad news.
Oh, you want some bad news? There's a place out here called Wood Ranch, and we were doing a lot of pickup from there during the lockdown times, and they were doing old fashions to go,
Ooh, woo, wee.
and it was like a giant soup container.
That's what the margaritas were coming in. And,
Oh, yeah.
and you're like, no ice, right? They don't put any ice
Right,
in it.
no
You get
ice.
2 margaritas for one thing.
Yeah, we were getting
wow.
like 32 ounces of old fashioned for like $20.
Oh my God.
It was
that's
fantastic.
Deal
that's
of
a
the
deal.
century.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
a deal.
Yeah, so we'd have like 2 or 3 drinks each just from the one order, and if we really felt like going hard, we'd get 2 orders of it because it's like $20.
Damn. I mean, hashtag worth it, but still.
Yeah. Play hard, go hard. I don't remember how that song goes. And then finally, Molson Coors is being sued over their Vizzy hard seltzer brand and its claims that it has vitamin C and is good for you. Apparently, people are mad that they're making these claims. They have 18 milligrams of vitamin C in each one, which is apparently 20% of your daily intake. So they're kind of basically they're claiming it's healthy, and it's really not. It just happens to have a little vitamin C in it. So
And that's the one that claims it has antioxidants too, right?
Yeah.
No,
Oh,
geez.
Lord.
If I remember correctly, they just put a little dark cherry in it to add some vitamin C and antioxidants, in quotes.
Shame on
Scam
them.
artists.
Yeah. Suck at Molson Coors. And then, we won't talk about that. That was stupid. So anyways, thank you all for listening. Thank you for joining. Hi, Vanessa. Hi out there. We gotta get Vanessa on the show one of these days and not just say hi to her.
Hi, Vanessa.
Oh.
Hi, Vanessa.
Was that too much?
Or was it not enough?
Find
How
out next
creepy
week.
is creepy AF.
Only time will tell. Anyways, find us at craftbeerrepublic.com and Craft Beer Republic on the socials. Find Nicole at Ice Cold Beer _ in between each one on the socials, and Flex at Flex Me a Beer Ice Cold Beer _ after each one. Flex Me a Beer _ in between each one. You guys and your underscores.
I know.
Oof, it's a lot.
Underwear underscores. You
Well,
know.
if I didn't have the underscores, it'd be like Flexma beer.
Flex Me Beer, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would just
Me a beer, yeah, that's true. But drunk me hates underscores. It's hard to type in when I'm hammered.
I'll
Noted.
co-sign that. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, where is this on the keyboard? I'm drunk. Anyways, 805-538-BEER, 2337. That's the number to call. Drunk dial us, leave us a little voicemail, and mail at craftbeerrepublic.com if you want to send us something. Anyways, that's it. That's all for us. Hope everyone is staying very well hydrated. And on that note, good night, everybody.